Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'm gonna try not to. I just want to get on here. Talk about a little magic. Talk about I just recently did a couple of rituals out of my favorite book, Words of Power. Um I recently did a couple of rituals, and the rituals that I did two of them. And the ones that I picked out, it was my first time doing either of those. So that was cool that I got to do some rituals that I haven't done before. Because lots of times it just be kind of you know, you do a lot of the same ones because you be having a lot of the same problems. You feel me? So you find yourself doing like a lot of like a ritual over and over. But this time it was some ones that I haven't got to do before. Um, so yeah, so I did two of them. The ones I did, the reason I did the rituals because I've been dealing with some. Let me hit this button. Let me find this. Uh, because I've been dealing with some legal troubles lately with my driver license, and some months back they hit me with driving while suspended and speeding. Um, so I've been having to go to court. And if you ever lost your license before and shit, it'd be a whole ordeal and shit just getting the motherfuckers back. You know. Anyway, so what made me do the magic is the first time I went to court, this was months back. I'm not talking about this is I ain't do no magic or do nothing like that before I went to court the first time for this shit. And the first time I went to court, like they was just assholes to me. You know what I'm saying? Like from the judge to the fucking deputy that was in the room and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, just like assholes to me, like when I walked in the room, I did have my hat on. But imagine, but then again, but it's like this. I'm not even knowing like this is the actual courtroom, right? Because it's in a rinky-dink town. You know what I'm saying? It's in a rinky-dink town, a little small ass town. So shit was different, but I wasn't expecting that. Like when we went in the courtroom, it was just everybody was walking and just this in this one room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just kind of sit in this one room and was just taking turns walking up to the podium. You know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't know that was, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first walked through the door, like I didn't know like this was supposed to be like a formal thing type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, so whatever. So when I walk in, the judge, he tell me to take my hat off. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I didn't even know he was a judge. Like, this motherfucker, I don't even know if he had on the suit. I don't even think he had on a fucking suit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, anyway, he tell me to take my hat off. This is the first time I went to court again. But he says it in a fucked up way. And I really didn't take it no type of way because, I came up, you know what I'm saying, with a fucked up background. I was from a teenage and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the court systems and shit, so I know how they act, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing I was taking personal at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because I just know how they talk to motherfuckers and all of that shit up in there. But how he said it to me, so I was like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they talk to you. And then like right behind me, it was this old white man came in there with his hat, and he told him to take his hat off. But he told him to take his hat off like in a total different, you know what I'm saying? Like in a total different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no asshole vibe or some shit. It was like letting the motherfucker know you gotta take it. Just letting the motherfucker know, like, hey, you gotta take your hat off in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, so that kind of just threw off the mood, like right off the jump. So I got in there, and then as I was in there, like I had my phone in my hand, but like I said again, this is everybody just sitting in the fucking room, just sitting in fucking chairs, waiting on our turn to walk to the podium and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a formal setting in there at all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was like, whatever. Um. So anyway, but the deputy in there and shit, I got my phone in my hand and shit, whatever the fuck. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm towards in the back and shit. You know what I'm saying? He way back here fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, 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 get off your phone. That's cool. I wouldn't take it no type of way. I wouldn't take it personal had it not been like a room full of motherfuckers on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm the only motherfucker in here, I'm just being a jerk or something. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking over and I'm talking about, I'm seeing, it's not like motherfuckers in here hiding or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, he literally just, of course, you know what I'm saying, like, picked me out, but I'm the only nigga up in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a room full, and it is a room full of people. It's a room full of white folks, and then it's me, you know what I'm saying? So, I know how it go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't pouting about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, it's one of them deals. All right, that's cool. Let's just hurry up and get this out the way so I can get on up out of here. So this time when I was going to court, because I had to go back last week, this time I'm like, fuck that. Now I'm doing some magic before I go up in that motherfucker this time because y'all not about to handle me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't go here and acting out or some old shit, you know what I'm saying, just being all up in my ego because now I just got more problems or like that ain't gonna help me resolve the shit that I got going on already. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's what led me to doing some magic before I got up in there. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do these little rituals. You know what I'm saying? In my favorite book. And I know they're gonna have an effect. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it with sincerity. You know what I'm saying? Like this might not be real big problems, but that's the thing about magic. It's a misconception that you get, especially like when it comes to working with angels or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you will have the notion that you think you gotta have like these big, huge, serious life or death problems. You know what I'm saying? Like if you calling on the angel, you might think that like, it gotta be some super serious, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't it at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like more like as long as you know what I'm saying, you got a sincere if your intent is what your intentions are, if they are sincere, you know what I'm saying, sincere, you know what I'm saying, if you serious about wanting the help that you asking for, you know what I'm saying, like that's all it take, and then uh, a legit, a legit and proven method of connecting, you know what I'm saying, connecting with the energy that that you're needing to assist you, and yeah, hold on right quick. I gotta turn the heat. It got to get cold in this motherfucker. Hold on. Yeah, so it ain't gotta be no huge life or death issue that you gotta have on to be able to use some magic and it to be effective. And the spirits will assist you. So anyway, but that's my situation. What led me to doing the doing the rituals in this book before I went. And like I said, I did two rituals. One was a ritual called Make Somebody Kinder. That's what I'm gonna read right quick. This should be short. You see it? It's just short description of what the ritual is. And over here be the sigil with your spirit names or words of powers or magical sounds, whatever you want to call it, that you gotta do some things with in order to complete the magic. But I'm gonna read the description right quick of what this ritual is about. Like I said, this book is literally designed just to help you with your everyday, you know what I'm saying, little things that you'll encounter just on your daily journey through living. Um, so yeah, just little daily life problems. I think that's why this is my favorite book. So make somebody kinder. It says there are often people in your life that you can't get rid of and that you don't want to get rid of, but you wish they would be kinder. This magic can soften a person's heart so they are warmer to you. This can be used to make a boss more lenient, a co-worker less negative, or a partner more supportive. In any situation where you find yourself wanting somebody to be kinder to you, this will work. And it does work. So I did that ritual. I did two of them. And then I also did another kind of just to help narrow the magic in the direction that I wanted the energy to go. And this other one, the other ritual is attract generosity from others. There are two main ways to use this magic. You can perform a ritual to make people kinder in general. This means that friends, relatives, and strangers are likely to be generous with their money. It can help when you feel that the people around you are mean. The second way to use this is to encourage generosity from a specific person or group of people. This can be useful when negotiating divorce settlements, inheritance arrangements, or any other kind of deal when somebody's generosity could help you out. All right, so those are the two rituals that I did before I went to court. Just this past time, the court went totally fucking different. I had to talk to the prosecutor. The prosecutor, he was super cool and down to earth. You know what I'm saying? And was like cracking jokes and shit. Like he was lenient. He was cool. He gave me more time to handle my business and get my affairs together. Um, and by him doing that, it's like now everything's all all good. You know what I'm saying? Like my license is back legit. So now the court shit, like I ain't got no sweat about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about it I end up playing out like the way I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the outcome that I was looking for. for sure. Also, I feel like I got a bonus came along with the Magic. Um, because Magic do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Magic works in moments that you aren't even looking for it to work, right? Moments that you don't even expect to happen. Like a week ago, I got pulled over. The police pulled me over. This was totally unexpected. I was like a block away from the bar. I was going out to the bar to meet some friends and shit. I'm literally a block away from the bar. Dude, he pulled me over for no reason. Come run the dogs around the car, have me get out, search the car, don't find shit because I'm clean, but my license is fucked up at this time. So he says, well, everything else is good, but your license is coming back bad. And if you ever had your license suspended, you already know, like, they always overreact about suspended license. Like driving on suspended, like, is one of like the number one things like that they're after whenever they pulling people over and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly they want to catch a motherfucker slipping, riding dirty, or catch a motherfucker driving on suspended. You know what I'm saying? Or DUI after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really only a few things they really fucking with you about when they pull you over. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm talking about it whenever you getting profiled. You know what I'm saying? It's only for one of a few reasons. You know what I'm saying? So he said everything's good, but your license is coming back fucked up, right? So I tell him like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm in process of working on it. And he's like, don't worry about it. He said, I ain't gonna bust your balls on that. He said, I'm just gonna give you a verbal warning, and then I'll let you get in your truck, go into the bar, and go on business, right? So that's it. You know what I'm saying? No ticket, no nothing. Didn't sweat me on the driving while suspended. On top of that, let me get back in the truck and continue to drive on to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Typically, they won't ever do that shit either. You know what I'm saying? They be like, nope. You know what I'm saying? You park it. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody come get you or go walk. You know what I'm saying? If you drive, I'm taking you in. You know what I'm saying? That's usually the type of shit that be, if you know, you know. But but he was cool. You know what I'm saying? Hella generous and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I ain't gonna sweat you. I ain't didn't even hold me up that long. Honestly, it was really probably about a 10 minute, a 10 to 15 minute ordeal. Um, and that's making shit good time in one of those situations. So anyway, yeah, I was like, yeah, shit, that was definitely a plus. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, good looking. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I ain't gonna hold you too long. But yeah, so that book, I always talk about that book and the words of power. This is super beginner friendly, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you do magic, I've been doing magic for a little bit now, and this is still like, I still like I said, like, this is my favorite book. Like, you ain't gonna have the biggest like life changing results. You know what I'm saying? It's not written like that. It's written for shit like I was just reading. You know what I'm saying? Make somebody be kinder. Um, um, goddamn. What else type of? Let me just read some of the shits in here now. So it got rituals in it, like to win an argument, to win a competition, end bad luck, make a project go viral, get public support for a project, dedicate yourself to a new skill, obtain wisdom, know what somebody is thinking, learn about the future, learn about the near future, become the most lovable version of yourself, feel more self respect, be the center of attention. I did that one. I did a lot of them, actually. I probably did about half of the rituals in the book, close to it. I did that be the center of attention one. I told the story one time, but right quick. Before I was DJing at a party last year, like last Thanksgiving. I was a DJ at the party. But the party had a whole lineup of DJs, right? So I did the ritual be the center of attention. See, first, I was supposed to be an opening DJ, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, I was supposed to. It was probably like five different sets, like five different DJ sets, and I think I was set up to either go third or fourth, but I wasn't in the headline spot. But then, like the night before the party, the DJ who was also the one of the guys putting on the event, who was headlining the card, he then put me in the headlining spot. He was like, "Man, I think the spot belongs to you, whatever, whatever, whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, cool, right?" Keep in mind, I just did this be the center of attention ritual for that reason, just because I know I'm going in here. Though we have an event and we having fun, of course, it's a lineup of DJs. So of course, everybody is going to be coming with their best. You know, like of course, everybody. I know I'm gonna get everybody's best night. You know what I'm saying? So I did a little magic to give me a little edge, a little boost, and I end up getting the headliner spot. Not only that, like I definitely was the center of attention all night long. Also, though, but when I say that, that didn't happen just like all I had to do was just be there. Like, no, I still, like, faith without works is dead. Like, you still got to do the work. So, having in the back of my mind, knowing that I did this ritual and shit, knowing that I wanted to be the center of attention, and I knew there wasn't no MC. I knew there wasn't no just nobody to host the night like that. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I could. So soon as I walk in the building, what I do is I walk to the DJ that was playing music or that was getting ready to play music, and I said, "Okay, give me the microphone," because there was already a few people in there. I was just a couple minutes late, so it was already about maybe 8 people. You know what I'm saying? That was sitting at tables already in there. So as soon as I walk in the building, I'm like, give me the microphone. You know what I'm saying? He's playing music and I walk to the middle. I walk to the middle of the floor. I walk to the middle of the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? And I just go start, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're going to have a good time tonight, y'all. I'm introducing myself. I start just emceeing the party, you know what I'm saying? Which wasn't originally planned for. Like, I wasn't like the plan wasn't ever for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, fuck it. I'm just going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the energy was flowing me. Just, you know what I'm saying? It was like, boom, let's go. And I did that. And I do remember all that night, I was definitely the center of attention. I'm talking about to the point to where even when I'm taking breaks, I'm not on the microphone, I'm not hosting, you know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling, having a drink. You know what I'm saying? Like even during that time, I just remember I remember all the stares and all, you know what I'm saying? And just, yeah, like attention was definitely high. And then whenever it was my set to go up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the only DJ that like got introduced the way I got introduced to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people clapping for me and hollering like, yeah, more, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Anyway, so words of power. My best little magic book. It ain't like I said, and I'm gonna get on off of here. It ain't the most powerful, life changing magic. Like that's not how it's set up. You know what I'm saying? But when you want something that you ain't gotta get too weird with, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be lighting no candles and doing too much, ceremonial type shit. All you really gonna have to do is make a little emotional effort, you know what I'm saying? Put forth a little emotion that you want to feel, you know what I'm saying? So that the spirits can feel what it is that you're wanting to feel. You know what I'm saying? Um, Other than that, call a few magical sounds and shit. You in the game. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Get off.